Hello. Welcome to the box room. So I have been looking under the table here, and I have found what looks to be a basket of power supplies that need to be tested. So some of the ones I've just gathered, I'm going to add to this basket. It's all when I get to them, I can do them. Oh, look, there's one for a Vic-20. Now the other, oh yeah. Oh, what chaos there is here. There's another box here. Okay. I'm thinking I need to put that into there. That's Amiga things. I really don't want to have to be playing 52 pickup with a whole bunch of discs. So I'm going to put the discs over here. I will find a place for them. This thing, this is a printer card. I really don't think I have this printer, but I'll toss this. There's this box that has things to be tested. This is this little post-it note thingy, which may be handy. I'll stick it with some tape here. This marker needs to sit around here. These Vic-20 cartridges could also, I'm not going to put them in the power supply thing. I will put them in the box of miscellaneous things to test, interfaces, cables, and such. This is a Radio Shack. They called everything TRS-80. They did. It's a micro color computer. Maybe this is a Coco. Anyway, I'll put that in this same box of things to be tested out here. Here are some more discs, like the Amiga things, and cables, joystick, adapter cable, joystick, adapter cable. Oh, IBM monitor cable. Vic-20 RF modulator. Gotta figure out how to test those nicely. One bent 5 1/4 inch disc. I guess I'll stick that with the discs. Oh, that will be handy when I come to test the RF modulators. It's a switch box that goes to a television. Oh, now we get into, oh yeah. This is where, it's funny, these were all went on the table one at a time nicely, but they get tangled. This is a cable, and I suspect for an iPhone, you can separate out the audio. Oh no, this, I think this is the power supply I just kind of, yeah, this is one I looked at thinking it might possibly be for the Coco, which, without saying TRS-80 on it, there's no way, unless it's a replacement, so there's no way. Oh, cables, things, stuff. And what's something, oh dear. Something like this, which is a serial cable, I'm sure it works, but it does need to be tested, and certainly, this one especially needs to be cleaned. It's got slime, and this is I think it's a video extension cable for most any of the 64 Vic-20 things. Oh, things are falling. What is that? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. This is a Vic-20 power supply. It can go in with the power supplies to be tested. This is a cord. Nothing exciting, just a cord. And we'll get a line cord. We'll get the disc cleared off. Good. I think an RF modulator. There we go. for a Vic-20 or from a Vic-20 to be tested. Although I suppose if the RF modulator in a 64 was broken, there's a video, a cable that goes with it, a 64 of the RF. If a 64 something, if the RF modulator was broken, I would assume, but I've never tried, that if you plugged it in, serial cable, to the video output of a 64 and use that instead, it would probably work. This is a lovely cable. Also needs to be tested. Video 64, Vic-20, you know. Anyway, mostly we've been through all this. I'm just gonna tidy up, and now we get to the joysticks, and they are always a crapshoot. I mean, they've really got to be tested. Serial cable. Now here is another power supply, and I'm pretty sure what I could see, it said Nintendo, but I really couldn't read what it, I think it actually said 9. Oh, no, maybe it's, you know what? I'm not going to plug it in. But even though it's kind of buried at this moment, I'm going to get this cocoa out of here. And just see, by chance, does this thing fit? And it does not. Okay. Anyway, somehow it needs to be checked. This is the kind of thing that ends up in landfills, and people end up with things from calculators and phones and stuff, and they don't know what they're for anymore. So we'll take the various joysticks and stuff. Oh my golly, everything. It's funny how quickly they get tangled. Another RF modulator wrapped in a serial cable. But I've got to keep the desk here clear. Here's one of the Y adapters for joysticks, and a joystick. And oh yeah, this thing. That is rare. The adapter to let you use the tape drive from a +4, or I guess a C16, in a regular machine. Who would have thunk it? Okay, joystick, Commodore joystick. Horrible thing. Horrible thing. Horrible thing. Joystick. RF modulator. This is the thing you would hook on the back of the TV with a cable to use such an RF modulator in the box. Joystick thing. And, of course, here we have a tape. What to do, I don't know. I'll throw it. If you're watching, I had a whole bunch of Vic-20 tapes. I'll put it in there. Now here, this is indeed the mystery. The Atari cartridges, including, but not limited to, Pac-Man. But I don't know. I know downstairs I have something that is Atari-like. I've never tried it, never used it, don't know anything about it. So, I suppose, for this moment, I will consult with Rudy, and if anybody recognizes these cartridges and what they're for, that would be dandy. Oh, I'll put that disc there. This adapter is interesting. I don't really want to hide it away, so I will set it over here.
That was easy.
And here's 2 horrible batteries. These are the things that kill computers. But I want to keep them as things to show people what they are. Anyway, so the table is getting clear, kind of. But right now, I have 2... What's that thing? Oh, another wire. I have, down below me, two massive things with things to be tested, and a 1541 disk drive in the middle. And I'm thinking, and then there's a basket here of power supplies. Oh, what a mess. I'm thinking, if I can do this, if I can get this basket out of the way and take my foot. Oh, no, I can't. I can't get the 1541 with my foot. And the basket is in the way of me getting down to grab it. Oh. It is possible. I have too much stuff. Okay. I should now. And this is a low chair. I should be able, without falling or causing any damage to myself, reach down and grab and slide this 1541 out of the way. I should be able to. Oh, and just to prove that in fact it's here, look, I think it's what they call a 1541C, because it's white. I think. What's on the bottom of it? A note. I left a note. Power supply good, very short board good, drive mechanism bad. Oh, and I looked at it 4 years ago. Beautiful. All right, now I can take this basket. Originally came from Nob Hill Farms, and then was adapted by Food Basics. And stick it under there. And then the disk drive can go on top of the basket. Oh. Oh. Now, of course, there's a couple other disk drives here. Do they have notes on them? No. I think that they were part of the T-Pug Fix at Night, where I tried all kinds of things, but it didn't go well. But I need to clear the floor of it. So I'm going to put these drives on top of each other, on top of the basket of power supplies. Yes, and I see other things. And this box and sleeve are pretty nice. I really don't want to ruin them. And this 128 is pretty okay. Oh no. There are paddles here. Once again, I remember I showed you, there were a couple of paddles that were all their own thing, that didn't have two attached. This is the mystery. But I will get to it at some point. Who knows? Maybe they're specifically made for something else. Maybe they don't work on the 64. I don't know. Where are they going? Into the box. Things to be tested. All right.
That was easy.
We're getting there. Sort of. Now, of course, I have a couple empty boxes that aren't really bad, but I might use them for other things that I get rid of, maybe. Or I might recycle them. I don't know. Anyways, I basically have gone through 3 boxes. 2 of them. Oh, maybe. Did I go through? Oh, is there something else in this box? Oh. There's a couple more wayward screws that might be helpful. But probably not. But anyway, I'll toss them in there. Certainly don't want them to fall out and get underfoot. So I will see about these empty boxes and all the rest of the stuff here. Little by little by little. Indeedy. Anyway. Yeah, it's good to go through things. It's interesting to find things that I'm sure I looked through before, but don't remember. And, you know, I'll now have a bunch of things to test and see what's what. But in the grand scheme of things, of course, once I test certain things and other things that I really don't need, then I will be putting things up for sale. So if you're sitting out there and wish you had another RF modulator for your Vic-20 because it hasn't been working, or whatever, stay tuned. I seem to have a bunch, but I've got to figure. I think I still have a TV I can test such things on. I mean, the only other thing I can do is sell them as untested, but I don't like doing that because maybe they don't work. And I don't want to ship something, halfway to outer Mongolia and have it not work. Or even to, like, Kapuskasing. Or, somewhere in the States or somewhere anywhere. Nowhere. Unless I know, like, I wouldn't, what is that thing? If I was going to send something, like, a Commodore joystick, which is basically a worthless item that will break if you really get into a game at all. If I was going to ship one of those that I didn't know worked, or even if I did know, if it, one way or another, if it just put it for display purposes. So somebody in some museum or just in their own little display wants to say, look, it's a joystick that says Commodore. I don't mind that. But I would really rather know what's what. So if I am going to send something to somebody, that they know if it works, they know if I've tested it, and they know that it is all good, or if it's for display purposes, or if it's for, wait for it, parts, because parts are important. Like some of these horrible Commodore joysticks, the cord gets a little wonky and it's coming out. But if you have another dead joystick, it's broken inside, because they all were, and useless, there's nothing to say you can't open it up and steal a cord from another one, put it on, and say, ooh, look, isn't it beautiful again? So parts are good. You never know what little clip or screw or connector that somebody out there wishes they had in the world of Commodore, otherwise known as the Twilight Zone.
That was easy.
Anyway, I will be going back to the basement, and I will be working in the pet room and doing lots of things. So stay tuned. There'll be lots more where this came from. Always a pleasure. See you again soon. Bye for now.